Tim Hudak is a member of provincial parliament. He announced today that he'll be seeking the leadership of the Ontario PC Party. Hey Tim, congratulations
Stephen,
on your launch today.
thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me to be a guest.
No problem. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions. I've asked this of Christine Elliott as well. How will you be? What sort of different direction will you be taking the Ontario PC Party in now that John Tory has stepped down?
Well, when I announced my leadership bid this morning on the steps of Queen's Park, I was joined by a large number of caucus members. In fact, I'm very fortunate to have half of caucus endorsing the campaign. And what I said today was, my goal as a PC leader is to energize and unite the PC Party of Ontario behind a shared conservative vision. Because I believe when we do that, we make our party stronger, we can defeat Dalton McGuinty, and get Ontario moving again.
Where do you think the party went in a wrong direction during previous administrations?
We've been through a rough number of years, and certainly, having been on the government side for 8 years and now on the opposition side for 6 years, I'm getting a little tired of being in opposition, and I want to get our party back on the government side, particularly when we see the lack of leadership from Dalton McGuinty and the Ontario Liberals. But, Stephen, our campaign is going to be looking forward. We're not looking to the past. We want to bring our party together and focus on the future. We have some big challenges in front of us in 2009, very notably that yesterday, for the first time in our history, Ontario became a have-not province receiving equalization payments from the federal government. That's unacceptable. The Dalton McGuinty doesn't seem to want to do anything about it.
Okay, let me ask, if we're not looking towards the past, what sort of policy initiatives will you be championing for the people of Ontario should you become Premier?
Well, first I think people should look at my record and where we'll be taking that as we move forward together. And we'll be talking a bit more about some of the policy initiatives as we move forward in the campaign. I know my colleagues who are running for leadership, whether Frank Cleves, Randy Hillier, and Christine Elliott, will be doing the same. Today I talk about...
let me see if I can put at least a couple of pointed questions to you. Will you be supporting elected senators in Ontario?
Well, listen, today I talked about the principles that I'm going to be basing my leadership campaign upon. And we'll put policy ideas forward as we go forward in this campaign. But I believe in these shared conservative principles, things like respect for the rule of law, rewarding hard work and ingenuity, supporting the Canadian value of home ownership. And these are the types of values that I think drive our party and middle-class families across the province. And those are the principles we talk about during the campaign and during debates on issues like electing senators.
Okay, are you concerned about Ontario's level of representation in the federal government in Ottawa?
No. Quite frankly, we have a lot of high-quality MPs, whether it's Rob Nicholson from down Niagara, John Baird from the Ottawa region, to name but some. I think we've got some high-quality conservative members. I don't believe that anybody in Ontario today is asking for more politicians. I'm not supporting more politicians at the federal level or the provincial level. I think we have much more important issues in increasing the number of MPs and MPPs.
Okay, do you think Ontario went down on a road when it was moving towards, at least under the Conservatives, vouchers for private schools and the faith-based schools? Do you think that's a path that Ontario should not go down again, at least under the next few years?
Well, I've always been a supporter of parental choice in education. I believe that parents make the best decisions for their children, and that's why I supported, for example, the tax credit we had for independent schools. But very clearly in the 2007 election, voters rendered a clear verdict that they didn't support the party's policy of faith-based school support. And as leader of the Ontario PC Party, I won't be opening that door again. It has been closed by the voters. I will look forward to working with our just to finish, Stephen, I'll look forward to working with our grassroots policy process and the members of our party who are involved and my PC caucus colleagues to look for ways to innovate and create competition and choice, but within our public school system. I think that's where the debate should be focused.
Okay, if we let the grassroots focus on policy, I guess we're focused on leadership today. I'd like you to differentiate yourself. Of course, it's a friendly race, but I wonder if you could differentiate yourself and what you can offer and the other candidates cannot for the PC party.
Well, like I said, I think we have high-quality candidates that have put their hats into the ring, and Frank and Randy and Christine, I respect them all. I've worked with all of them for a number of years now, and I know they'll put a lot on the table as we move forward in this debate and galvanize conservative members across our province. Here's where I'm coming from. Okay. My top goal as leader of the Ontario PC party will be to unite our party behind a shared conservative vision. Because when we do that, we're a stronger party. We can defeat Dalton McGuinty and turn Ontario around and take it down a new path. And I'm going to stand on my record of 14 years as an MPP, working hard for ridings across the province, not just in the good times, but during the tough times. And as a cabinet minister in 3 different economic portfolios, stand on my record which has been focused on creating good job opportunities, particularly for middle-class families across our province.
Okay, if I could ask you 2 specific places where Ontario's gone down the wrong road under Dalton McGuinty, which 2 areas of public policy would you highlight as being of most concern to you?
Well, there's no doubt that jobs and the economy are the 2 top issues in the province of Ontario today. I mean, when my grandparents came to Ontario from then Czechoslovakia, they did so because they believed that they worked hard and played by the rules. They could provide a better future for their children and their grandchildren. And they were successful. Sadly, that's no longer the case in Dalton McGuinty's Ontario. So my focus will be on job creation, getting Ontario moving, and getting our economy growing again to get out of have-not status. And secondly, the bottom line is leadership, quite frankly. Dalton McGuinty has had this province on autopilot for 5 straight years. He had record funds coming into the Treasury from working families and small businesses and seniors across our province, and he spent every penny so that when times got tough, the cupboards were bare. The sad thing is that Dalton McGuinty has no plan to get us out of this mess except the same old tax and spend policies that got us here in the first place.
Okay, I'd like to ask you, where do you think the most challenging part of pitching the Ontario PC party will be to the Ontario people? Where do you think you have to address, if you should become leader, what is the most important concern that the party has in selling itself to the Ontario people?
We need to reconnect with the middle-class families that, quite frankly, should be the core of the Ontario PC party. When I joined the Ontario PCs, I did so because I believe that they stood up for middle-class families like my own. And I think we've lost touch with that, unfortunately, over time. And we need to connect with people, whether they're in Ottawa or Scarborough or Hamilton and Niagara, where I'm from, on those shared principles, like rewarding hard work and ingenuity, supporting the value of home ownership, lower taxes and living with our means, and respect for the rule of law.
Okay, I'd just like to thank you for joining me today. And have you filed your papers yet for candidacy? Are you an official candidate?
I just signed off on my papers, so it's a matter of time. And Stephen, after our launch today at Queen's Park, we're having a rally tonight at Westbrook Greenhouses in Beamsville for the Hamilton Niagara folks. I think people are coming down, so anybody tapping into the Taylor website, please come on down to Westbrook Greenhouses this evening.
Great, thanks, Tim. I'd like to offer my congratulations for your entry into the race today.
Well, thanks very much, and we'll look forward to working with you in the time ahead.
Okay, talk to you later, Tim.
Have a great day.